on it too. You always greet people. You always be polite because you never know who you're gonna meet. So walking past the store today, I'm like, hello. Like I speak to every single person that I try to catch eyes with. And Shelby from the news station came in. Somebody finna tap in. Oh,
it's Ace.
Oh, I like this. Hold on. So then the other person gonna be right there.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. What's up, folks?
What up?
What up, Press?
What up? What up, Ace?
I come on, see Ace.
He ain't showing his face. He just doing audio.
Yeah, I'm in the cut right now, so I can't show all the visuals right now.
That's fine. It's cool.
What's happening, Ace?
Nothing too much. I was just enjoying the live right now. You know, some good information, a little bit of entertainment.
So you got some toxicity that you got, you know what I'm saying, you done dealt with? Because I feel like you toxic, Ace. I know you. I feel like you kind of toxic, bro. You been kind of toxic.
So as far as toxicity goes, relationship wise, that is something that I just, how can I say it? I just realized that I'm a partner. Because I'm not a drama nigga. I'm not no, I don't be fighting and all that shit. I don't be yelling and all that shit. But the crazy thing is, there's an extreme on the other side.
The
you
mental.
can be a yelling ass nigga and a fighting ass nigga and an emotional ass nigga, but you can also be cold and not, not communicate and not share. And that's who I was. And I thought I was good because I wasn't mean. But
it's a mental thing.
I learned along the lines that, like, I was talking to what's our people's name? What's his name on here?
Polly.
Polly. I was talking with Polly, and I was telling him the same shit. It doesn't matter about right and wrong when it comes with this toxic shit. It's about how do people understand shit. Because I can go back and be like, I called you a bitch and say, well, in 1845, a bitch was a steer and everyone loved their cows. So when I say bitch, I mean love. Nah, bullshit. When I say bitch, I mean bitch. So, like, you can't just assume that since you have an understanding that everyone else does. That's part of enlightenment. So like, just basically, that was some bullshit. But basically, I went on a ramble. But basically, toxicity is vague, and it's individual for each person.
Yeah.
There's some things that's toxic for everybody. If you got your significant other and y'all fighting and fussing, yeah, that's toxic for everybody across the board. But there's other shit too that you might not seem toxic, or I might not see as toxic that your partner might see. And that's the whole point I was.
It's about perception.
With Polly, that not understanding terms or not understanding what people think or how they feel is more important than
definition.
Definition of what I said means this.
Exactly. Like I said, like I kept saying, it's perception. Like, a lot of people don't realize, and that's what I had to realize with the mind thing. Like you said, I wasn't being mean. I wasn't necessarily saying what I felt, but I know something about me too. My faces say a lot of stuff that I might not say. And I would be saying one thing, but my face would be saying something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying not to be mean. I'm trying to say that I'm okay and it's cool, but it's not really being honest, and it's coming off in my expression, in my body language, and how I carry myself. That's toxic as well. Instead of just being open with that person and saying, I ain't feeling such and such. You know what I'm saying? That made me feel this type of way. It got me, you know what I'm saying, out my square. It got me out my box. But that also comes with having a partner that isn't toxic, because it was plenty of times where through counseling and stuff like that, I started to acknowledge those feelings and started speaking up like, hey, this bothers me. I'm not feeling this. And, how it was on the receiving end, it was like, or it would be, this is who I am. That's just how I am. And then when I be like, okay, well, if that's how you are, I can't deal with that in a relationship. We can be cool, but I can't. Then that's when I get threatened. That's when people pulling out guns. That's when people want to chase me down the street.
All right, I feel you. One thing, though, I always like to remind people when they talk about the relationship and toxic shit, is no matter what type of relationship, what type of situation, no matter how you draw the lines, no matter how you make the rules, a bad person is a bad person. So if you got a situation where y'all going 50 and 50, if you got a situation where a nigga paying all the bills, if you got a situation that everything in between are outside the lines, if the nigga bad, if the woman's bad,
it's bad.
The shit won't work. Like you can.
No matter how good this sex is, either, cause that be what be holding all this toxicity together. It be like, right. But don't nobody do that thing though. Don't nobody else. Ain't nobody else did that thing though.
Like her, or that's my bitch, cause we look good together. Or I don't want.
Or the trauma bonds. They lost their significant other before too, or they lost they family member, or they lost this and that. Oh, nope. And all y'all who keep coming at me with all this, hey queen, oh you a light, love, all that, ain't gonna do it for you. Don't grand rising me. I say grand rising because I mean it, and I choose not to settle for good, and I choose not to sit in mourning. So if that ain't why you saying that to me, don't say that to me. It ain't gonna get you nowhere.
It's become toxic too. Some fucking grand rising. If they not using it the way you just said, I be looking at faces.
And then it's given the perception that all spiritual women are this specific type of woman. We are not. Just because she is spiritual does not mean she believes the same thing that I believe. Doesn't mean she carries herself the same way I carry myself. None of that. Because some of them are wilding. Some of them are making a joke out of it. Like they really using it to do other stuff. Let's not play with that either. That's toxic as well. And if y'all really playing with spirituality and all that stuff, for real, y'all gonna have to answer for that. That's another story.
So for stuff like that with the spirituality, I can see it from both sides. Like from the guy's point of view and from the woman's point of view. And some women, they don't know that they outside the boundaries when it comes to that spiritual shit. Because the spiritual shit doesn't have I don't know. I don't think you can be outside of the boundaries because there's no rules for that. But they don't know when it's culturally awkward and you sound whack as fuck. They don't know that shit.
And for me, my thing is, my spirituality is my personal private thing. It's like, it's not a secret, but it's private. You know what I'm saying? Like, I show that I'm spiritual and I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of my podcast. It's a part of my brand. However, the exploiting it and doing all this extra stuff and making it hypersexual and all of that and attaching, like, me wearing the dresses and the outfits that I chose to wear for my birthday weekend ain't got nothing to do with me being spiritual. So why am I seeing so many people posting all of this hypersexual stuff and attaching that? What? And then you got people that come to me that try to date me and stuff, and they got this perception automatically that I'm a certain way. Oh, well, I dealt with this spiritual girl and she did. All that is toxic. I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
I feel I don't think it's toxic.
It becomes toxic because of their perception. Like you said, the perception.
I agree. I wouldn't call it toxic, but it has the same impact. You know, like, I wouldn't call a hammer a gun, but if I knock your head off with it, it does the same thing as a gun. You know, so like, having having questions about your spirituality, yo, that's cool. You can do that. As a guy or as any other person, you can ask questions, you can inquire. That's what you should do. That's what we all should do. It's only toxic if the person who is spiritual start coming up with bullshit. That's one thing, and that's not just with spirituality. That's with any relationship. With any religion. Because it's crazy as fuck to come home and your wife told you that Jesus told her that you was cheating. How the fuck how do you fight that? Jesus told her you was cheating? What the fuck is that? I've heard that before. So, it's not just toxicity. Because not toxicity. It's just not, spirituality.
Oh, God.
It's it's what you do with your religion.
It's the intention.
Because you can hunt with a gun, or you can, do a mass shooting with a gun. So it's not the gun's fault. It's the person wielding it. So,
exactly.
The spirituality.
What I was talking about is the way that the men that have been trying to use it in my experience, like using spirituality as a way to try to control stuff. Like you said, saying stuff like, oh, you're a spiritual woman, so you shouldn't be doing this, or you're spiritual, so you shouldn't be saying that, or you shouldn't dress like this, or like the one, oh my gosh, somebody sent me a message one day and was like, yeah, I was told through tarot reading that you're my girl, you're the one for me, you're my soulmate. And first of all, I don't know this person from a can of paint. Mind you, this is not, I thought this was like a spam account or something. This is a real person. They follow my other Facebook page, and they sent me a page like, we're friends on my other Facebook page, and they came to this page like, you're my, I've been tapping in and using your pictures to try to tap in and figure out, because I'm drawn to you and all this other stuff. That's what I mean. That's the stuff that I'm talking about. Like, who asked you, did you get my permission to be trying to go get a reading involving me?
So, that sounds like some weird shit. And here's your situation and disagrees with what we say. It's good just to go ahead and let them do what they're going to do. They're not breaking the law, but that shit weird as fuck. Just let them go ahead and do what they're going to do. But that shit weird as fuck. So just let them go ahead and do what they're going to do.
I just feel like all around. What you say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was talking about Nelly. Can you hear us?
I'm not hearing her.
I can't hear you, Nelly.
Y'all can hear me?
Now we can.
I got you.
What about now?
Yeah.
I'm back?
Yeah.
You back.
Okay, alright. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, the beats connected, I heard music playing. I'm like, yo, what is happening? But this ain't my first time being set up with this and all that good shit, but I missed out on what y'all just said. I don't know what y'all just said.
Basically, what I was saying is people have tried to use spirituality, to me, in a toxic way. Like, trying to use that to get me to date them, telling me that they had a reading and the people told them I'm their soulmate, and they used pictures off of my Facebook page and my Instagram to get the reading and all this other stuff. Like, what?
Alright, so we all know this for a fact. Yo, I'm telling you how much I'm going through with this. Look at this fucking, look at this. I don't know what's happening over here. I just screwed some and messed some up, but I'm holding on.
The fuck is that?
Is that the selfie stick?
I don't know what happened. Like, this the ring, like, this the bottom part, this the legs.
Oh, that's the stand.
Look, mine is sitting beside it. I ain't even using mine. It's sitting over here.
You know how to put that together.
I got mics and everything over here. I ain't even using yet because I can't set it up.
I'm gonna just hold it. I'm gonna just hold it in my hand. So anyway, so what I don't play about is when I feel like a person is using spirits and using religion to get to me. That shit creeps me out. You know what I mean? Before anything, even me being my mother's child, I am a woman of God. take me away from God. I do feel like, you know what I mean, some people would play on that and say, oh, but you're gay, and I don't touch that subject. But if somebody ever said that to me, you definitely got to get out my circle, because that means that you just stupid. I don't got no other word for that. But I grew up in church, and that's what I know. I know God, I know my peace, and I know, you know what I mean, I believe in the afterlife. So all that stuff, when people start talking about church and God, and they don't know what they're talking about, that's a big freaking turn off to me. I be saying, you don't even believe, you don't even know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? So just because I believe in something, you don't have to fake like you know. You know what I mean? Like, just be who you are. A lot of people don't really understand the higher power. But they get online and they play and they say grand rising. Or they get online and they'll quote some stuff that they didn't see. And I'm just like, do y'all really send prayers up for people when they say send a prayer up? Like,
because I definitely do. Like, really stop and pray. Like,
but then though, and I'm not trying to be rude to nobody, but I would never say send a, you don't want everybody praying for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be.
because sometimes they praying for the wrong thing.
Some people is praying for the wrong things, and whatever you put out in the universe, it typically returns back to you.
Straight
You know
up.
what I mean? I don't know. The tongue is a powerful thing. And
Words are definitely spells.
the universe is listening to everything. The universe is operating on your side, but at the same token, it's gonna feed you what you feed the universe. You're giving this energy and you're being this person, but you want so much from the universe, but you're not even giving it out. So it's like, look, you gotta sit back and you gotta really think, like, are you the bullshitter? And that's a toxic person. I was a toxic person. I was trying to figure out, yo, I'm doing all this good stuff, and I'm trying to be this and do that. But I'm like, every time I get with somebody, some shit is failing. What is the problem? You know what I mean? But
Cause we was out here being.
the whole time I was in that situation for so long, that shit was toxic, because we literally was together just because we were together. Not saying that it wasn't, you know, what it was at first, but when you have a long relationship with some people, you don't want to let it go. That's toxic. When your time is up, yes, when your time is up, let them people the fuck go. If you wake up and you see somebody and you don't want to see them when you wake up no more, it's time to go.
Like, when you wake up, like, you right here. You ain't leave yet. Dang. Like, you gotta go. It's time to let go and let God.
Like, I ain't had a day when I woke up to my woman like, I don't know. I ain't never had 3 of them days in a row.
Okay.
You wake up to your peoples 3 days straight, like, nah. Then you might as well go ahead and let it go.
You might
Go ahead and make preparations.
Yeah, because then you gonna start looking for somebody else that make you feel different than that. And that's when it becomes toxic too, because a lot of people hold on to people till they find somebody else. You can't do that either. You can't do that either.
Facts. If you leaving your peoples for somebody else, you toxic.
Straight up.
Any situation,
Because you can leave, bro.
Somebody to find somebody else, you toxic. You should be breaking up to get rid of that person. Not breaking up because you seen someone else.
Honestly, a lot of things typically are going wrong because people are breaking up and they're not giving themselves time to heal. See, the problem is people are trying to move on and heal at the same time.
You can't do that.
In the stage of healing,
Because you mixing all that.
Emotion, and you're comparing, and you're trying to find this person and another person, and it's just all messed up. So you got to take a couple of months, maybe years, whatever works for you, and actually living your feelings, because your feelings was hurt. So either when you get with that next person, you're gonna hurt their feelings, or you won't love them right because you scared of your feelings being hurt. So it's like, how you healing and dating? Like, that shit just, it don't work.
And like I said, that's what I had to realize, Nelly, in that situation when I tried to jump into something else, like to deal with somebody else. That's why I was acting like that, because I'm combining what I was already trying to heal from and what I, you know what I'm saying, what was going on in that situation together with a person that was doing the same exact thing. Like they was trying to heal from something they went through and trying to deal with me too. And we was just clashing and it just wasn't healthy. And then it's like my thing, I don't like to have beef at the end. Like I don't like to not be able to be cool with people. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done. Not saying we gotta talk every day or we gotta chill and nothing, but I don't like the animosity because I feel like everything ends for a reason. You're here to experience people. Like you don't own nobody. You know what I'm saying? So yes, so I feel like at the end, like even if it takes some time for us to get to that point, because of course you gotta heal. You can't expect people, and that's another thing. You can't expect people to be healed or to be over something just because you feel like they should be over something. Like don't hold that up. Like, but no matter how long it takes, I like at the end for us to be able to be cool enough to have conversations, and it be like some people just still be stuck in that mind state and stuck in that hurt because they, like I used to do, like my old pattern, have just jumped into new situations or just not dealt with themselves. This is the thing about me. I'm at a point where I can say I'm wrong. I can say, hey, my bad. I ain't mean to send you that text. I was drunk. I can say, yeah, look, I was wilding. I was wilding because I was in my feelings. I can say that and mean it. You know what I'm saying? Genuinely be sorry. But that's because I took time to deal with myself. Like, and I like who I am. So it's like, if I get to a point or if it's a situation that don't go my way, okay, then it won't meant to be. It is what it is, but I'm not about to turn into that person again. I can't allow myself to give that energy because then it's like I'm not acknowledging who I am. I'm saying that I don't really believe who I am. And we ain't about to have that. We not.
All right. Yo, I always think for women, I haven't really considered it for men, but for women, the best thing to do is to be open and be free and be airy and be feminine, but have strong boundaries. I mean, as soon as a nigga cross your boundaries, you cut him off. That allows you to be free and airy, and you ain't gotta argue with niggas, and you ain't gotta fight.
Yes, because being that turned that masculine energy up.
Once a nigga your boyfriend, then you can argue with him and all that shit. But if you just talking to niggas, nah, I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna give everybody a chance, and as soon as you fuck up, I'm gonna cut you off. That's one way where everybody gets a chance. You get to experience, and you get to view and see what people got to offer. But at the same time, once people got you fucked up, they gone. You know, like,
and that's where I am.
You ain't gotta ever fight and argue with nobody. You just cut them off.
That's why I'm at where I am, and a lot of people feelings are hurt about that. And it's like, but when I was out here giving people chances after chances after chances after chances, and like I done rolled and died, I done rolled and died, I done rolled and died. That turned me into a resentful, evil person, and I am not that person. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a no nonsense type of person. Like I've been saying now, like my new quote is, I'm not a nice person, I'm a good person, because nice is not safe. Like, I'm not going to just give you a whole bunch of rope to hang me and you. That's not what's about to happen here. Like you said, I want to be able to be happy and be feminine and be free. Like, I want to be that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who I am. I'm a nurturer. I like taking care of the people that I love. I like spoiling them, and I want to be spoiled back. That's how, you know what I'm saying, I want to be protected and stuff. But a lot of people that I have run into bring that masculine side out of me, and it's like, bruh, I just wanted to, come on, bruh. Like, I didn't even want to be like this. Like, exactly. Come on, why I had to, now I got to turn up, now I got to tell you got me effed up, now I got to tell you who you think you is and who you ain't. Now I got to tell you everything. Like, come on now. Why? Why we got to do that?
Now you got to defend yourself.
Exactly. Now I have to be, exactly, when you're supposed to just you're supposed to allow me to be feminine. And the people who have gotten to experience that side of me, that nurturing side that's cooking and cleaning and running baths and giving massages and all that stuff, they won't leave me alone. They don't want, oh, please, leave me alone. I'm not having it. I'm not with it. Cause my cutoff game is strong out here. I promise you, my cutoff game is retarded right now. I'm not having it. If you jump in my inbox talking about what you doing 3 times, you're blocked. I'm not with it. You not if you've been blowing me up, talking about you want to take me out and this, that, and the third, and my birthday came and you ain't try to see about me, try to pop out, try to do nothing, you're blocked. And people thought I was joking. It's so many people that got blocked on May 1st. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not.
Exactly. That's part of your boundaries.
Straight up.
Sometimes your boundaries gotta supersede how you feel. Like, that's what I do. Like, I'll talk to women, and sometimes I gotta just go ahead and delete numbers. Because I know at some point in time,
I'ma hit it. And then they be like, then they hit you and be like, they hit you and you be like, who is this? They be like, you deleted my number. I had to, bro, because I knew I was getting fucked up and I was going, do.
Facts.
I'm glad I don't live like that no more. Like, I don't have it to the point where I'm calling nobody fucking drunk, but the person I'm talking to. And bitch, when I call you drunk, you gonna listen to me. As a matter of fact, I'm saying, come over here. Come on. Because we need to talk. You really have me fucked up. Me, let me tell you something. I don't know. I think I need to get off this live shortly because I'm almost finished this bottle. Why I'm sitting over here like, am I fucking tea? But look, okay. No, look. I'm like, I'm out there fucking yawning. So look, if people can't effectively give, I never knew what boundaries was. People kept saying, you don't got boundaries. I'm like, no. I'm saying if a girl said, I'm coming, and that's what I fuck with, come over. If she said she want to do this, and I don't want to, I'm doing it because that's me. That's what a part of. I thought that was a part of me catering. But then it was like, no, you don't fucking feel like doing it, so say fucking no. No, you don't feel like driving. No, I don't want company. No, I ain't doing that, bitch. Ain't nobody in here. I'm not answering the FaceTime. I'm not answering the door because I told you what I was doing. I'm at home. I'm in the bed. I'm watching a movie. I want to be alone. I'm a human. Every day I got to deal with different type of people. So when I come home, I just need a second. So if you make people so comfortable to the point where you can't have a second to yourself and they think you cheap, you don't need to deal with them. You know what I mean?
That's their insecurities.
I think that every single person should take a moment to themselves. Light a candle. You know what I mean? Smoke whatever you're doing. Have a drink. You need to go out, go shopping by yourself. Go have dinner, lunch by yourself. Like, you literally got to understand who you are sometimes. And that basically, you really never know who you are until you spend the time alone with yourself. Because you'll be laughing at shit like, oh, shit, I really like this food, but I never tried it because, you know, I didn't think I wanted it. But then you go out and you try some shit like, oh, shit, I like sushi. Just little shit. And every time you're around a large amount of people, you're seeing the tend to do the same shit.
Yep.
When you by yourself, you can be more selective for what you want to do because you're not catering to 12 and 15 people. It's just you yourself. You know what I mean? You and yourself. So it's like, I'm that type of person, like, I go to the movies by myself. Like, it's just me. I always felt like the time alone was so important because it cleared my mind. Like, just give me a second and I'm going to call you back. People don't like when you're not available for them. And that shit sucks because it's disrespecting your boundaries. It's like, just give me a fucking second. And if you got kids, I know you want to get away from kids sometimes. I know you want to get away from whatever you want.
Everybody. Everything.
Everybody. So it's like,
I'll go get a hotel room. I got my own place, and I'll go get a hotel room and go get some food that I want, that I know my kids probably wouldn't want to eat, and go eat by myself and smoke and go to sleep and wake up and be refreshed. Like, for real. Like, it's necessary. And manipulation hates boundaries. When somebody is trying to manipulate you into being what they want you to be or doing what they want you to do, they hate a boundary, Lord. When you set that down, and say, no, this is who I am, this is what I'm on, I ain't with that ain't going, they can't take it, Lord, that burn their soul up. And that's what a lot of toxic stuff come from. Like, they in their emotions, you trigger them, and they don't know what to do from there.
Yeah, you gotta stick by your guns with that because most people aren't used to boundaries. anybody who's going to encroach your boundaries, they're not used to that boundary being there. You know, like most people don't accidentally walk into an electric fence. They expect the fence to not be electric. They just going to hop over that bitch. So you got to be prepared to face opposition when somebody hits your boundary. Mm-hmm. That's why it's so beneficial as far as women to be feminine. And I mean, if you're trying to get a man to be feminine and be what a man wants, so when he hits that boundary, you can be like, baby, I tried to do everything you wanted and you didn't do nothing.
And that's why I had to do that episode about spinning the block, because I am that. You gonna eat, you know what I'm saying? You gonna laugh, we gonna have fun, we can turn up together, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get this money. You gonna learn things about yourself. I'm gonna make you work on yourself. You can't be with me or dealing with me if you're not constantly working on yourself, because I'm constantly working on myself. I'm not dealing with nobody that's complacent. So if we on that level, all of that comes with me. So if I snatch that energy from you, it's because you did something that was against my boundaries, that made me have to draw that wall, that made me have to like when you went, like, I'll straight up tell somebody, look, you about to make me crazy, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Straight up. Like, you about to turn me up, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. And they think it's a joke, they think it's so funny or whatever, but I'm dead serious. And then when people get to experience that side of me, they like, oh, you was serious. No, I was serious. When I threw you into the table, I was dead serious. Like, don't play with that. Don't play with that. Like, leave me alone. If I tell you not to come to my house, don't come to my house, because then at that point, I'm fighting for my life. I feel like you threatening me.
Facts.
Straight up. And I'm going to defend me and mine.
That's how I feel about women. Hey, like, I'll be out here, I admit that heterosexual women around our age, around this time, is different than what I think they should be. At the same time, it's not because they not allowing everything, it's because they not being feminine first. That's the only problem. That's the opportunity I see for a lot of women. A lot of women, they have their protection up, but they lead with their protection. You should lead soft, and as soon as you're encroached upon, they should put up that protection, and then that protection should never yield. You should just leave niggas.
Then leave.
They don't like.
Then leave.
You didn't know you didn't like that nigga before you had a kid with him. The problem is the boundary wasn't set. You allowed niggas to keep encroaching, and you kept warning or whatever the fuck, giving chances or whatever the fuck.
I'll leave you. If I leave you, you ain't gonna like that. Ain't go nowhere. And then for me, My thing be
It's
like,
one of those things where you never really know, like, what you saying?
yeah, I was just saying, like, my thing, like, a lot of people, like you said, say I'm too uptight. Like, I get that a lot. Like, you mean, you da da da. And it's not that I'm mean, but if you come to me and you've messaged me 3 or 4 times, you know what I'm saying, 3 different, you know what I'm saying, dates or something like that, and the conversation is, what you doing? What you up to? Oh, I'm trying to see you. I'm trying to chill with you. I'm not responding to that. I'm not entertaining that. You're never going to get anywhere past. You're not getting nowhere with me. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, like, you have to recognize signs. Like, if I don't recognize those signs and I don't put my guard up with certain bullshit, then it's like, what did I learn from the stuff that I went through? If the approach, or even if it gets past that, and I notice that your nature is just to be you want everything to be in the public eye. You want everybody to know who you deal with. You want, you know what I'm saying, to publicize everything, and I know that's not what I'm on, and I decide to remove myself. Then, you know, and you come with a negative response to that, you can't just deal with it. You not, you know, you can't just say okay. Then my wall go up and I become mean. Then I'm gonna be who you think I am.
Then you doing what you're supposed to do. Cause
Yeah.
there are women who just come off me, off the rip.
Yeah,
Walls up off the
Just
rip.
nasty.
So like, give me a chance first in establishing the wall, verbalizing the wall, saying, bruh, if you do X, Y, Z, this shit not gonna work. I mean, no one should say I'm gonna give you a chance, but in other words, say that I'm gonna give you a chance. We gonna work this out. We gonna try to see what we gonna do. I like how you look. I like how you talk to me. Whatever the fuck, whatever got you talking to the person, say, hey, I like this. At the same time, if you do X, Y, Z, it's not gonna work. And you let that person make the decision. You put the ball in their court, and if they decide to do X, Y, Z, then you can cut them off with no guilt, no baggage, no.
And that's why I end up looking mean.
Up front, you was a woman up front, and they weren't man enough. No, get the hell on. I catch the next person.
And that's when I become mean.
A lot of people don't like being rejected. So once you get that rejection, it's, oh, she a bitch, she a hoe, I don't like her anyway. Nigga, just walk away. It wasn't your time today. It was not your time. It's okay, you know what I mean? And so I see this shit. I got all these girl best friends and like, some dudes, oh, last night I witnessed this shit. But the dude was so respectful. He was trying to get my friend. And when she looked at him, he was like, you got a boyfriend? And she was saying, yeah, he smelled. Like, okay, I can respect that shit because he ain't like changed the way he was first. He was just like, okay. And I was just like, why can't it always be that easy? Like, damn. Some people just because you're cute don't mean everybody won't show it. He was a cute dude. She just was saying no. Because it was something about him she didn't want to fucking deal with. And she was like, no, I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's something else with men that we just gotta overcome, because it's a people thing. Don't nobody like being, you know, rejected. Don't nobody like someone to come to them and look them up and down and say nah. that is very that will break anybody's shit.
Facts.
I think that I'm one of those people that I like, not that I like rejection, but I like chase. I like it. I love it. I think it's like so funny because
you ain't been rejected enough. If you like the chase, you ain't been rejected enough.
I like
the chase sucks as hell.
I like for somebody not to just tell me yes right away. It just feel like it's too easy. Like, make me work for your attention, your presence. Like, don't just, if I hit you up, like, you know what I mean, what's up, no, I'm busy. Like, I can tell you when I'm free. I like that type of shit. I don't know why, but I just love it. Like, fucking.
And I run into that too. They definitely like that. Lord have mercy. People like that.
Like, no, I'm not fucking free for you today.
And it's crazy. It is really crazy because it's people that I have chased Now, I ain't ashamed to say I have chased, you know what I'm saying? And people that I used to be on, and now I don't be on that. And it's like the response is retarded, yo. The energy that I be getting, and the little comments about stuff they done seen on my page and other people I done posted TikToks with and all that type of stuff. The responses that I be getting is like, dang, I didn't even know you felt some type of way.
Y'all never be knowing. Like, people be watching. People be lurking. I'm telling you, like, I'm just telling you, even when I hear shit from people, I'm like, how the fuck did you know? Oh, so you was looking at my shit. You didn't like my shit. You didn't share my shit. You was just looking at my shit, lurking. Let me tell you, if your page is not private and you don't got them people blocked or them people blocked, everybody is watching you. There's no way that you'll post them on social media. You get 50 likes, but you get almost 500 views. That shit is crazy to me. I know
It is.
It's like,
They definitely looking. And then all these bots, somebody be looking at your page from like the internet and stuff. I noticed that too. People be tapping in on your page. Like, from the outskirts. It's real out here.
Come and see this shit right now. I'm still that bitch. I'm gonna be that bitch.
Period.
I want you to see this. You didn't make me.
Straight up, pure pressure. Pure pressure over here. Straight up.
Fucking pressure is still going up. You didn't make or break me. So why am I block you, bitch? No. If you block me, it's because you can't even stand the fact that I can.
Listen, and that's the thing. I don't block people like that. People be blocking me, and it's like, and then they'll pop back up, and they be like, "Oh, I thought I was blocked. Why? I ain't playing that game. I want you to see this greatness. You need to see this. You need to see what you'll never have again, because this is your fault. It's your fault that you no longer attached to it. You know what I'm saying? That you ain't along for this ride and this glow up. Because I'm shaking back. I don't know about, you know what I'm saying, nobody else, but I'm shaking back, and it's about to get real.
Like we all got dark times. We all go through stuff. We all have failed relationships, failed business plans. The most important part about it is that when you fall down, you get the fuck back up. You keep pushing. One of my slogans. I just feel like you never experience life if you don't get your heart broken. If you don't, you know what I mean, have a failed situation. Everything is not supposed to work out, because if it did, we wouldn't have the Jay-Z's, we wouldn't have the Kanye West, we wouldn't have the J. Cole. Them niggas wouldn't be in front of us, because it's like the drug dealing life would have worked out. We wouldn't have never had hope, because he would have been serving 50 years in jail. You know what I mean? Right. So you got to think about why shit didn't work out for certain people. We got to understand, Kanye West got in a car accident. He wasn't giving that attention, but they waited till this man's mouth was swollen to even say, all right, come on over here. Right. Let us get. It's like, damn. So there's so much shit to go on in life. You know what I mean? If people be getting rejected, even down to J. Cole, I speak of these three because I feel like they musically and mentally influence a lot of shit that I think about. J. Cole, going to school, doing the right thing, went to college, going up there, dropping off his CD, niggas throwing his shit, ignoring him. Then you go to Jay-Z people and you go and you in front of Hope, and Hope is saying, you are the next me. Nigga, you didn't get that other shit because that wasn't for you. You know what I mean? We get rejected because great shit is behind those doors. I'm trying to tell you, like, everybody just like, people want to plan your life, but they ain't even do this shit. What Hope said, you know what I mean? Like, niggas tell you want to say this. People scared. Hope said, scared. They scared.
And that's why when people like, oh, you doing this and you doing that, I'm not going to stop. You're not going to project your fear on me because you scared. I ain't scared. I believe in me. And that's enough.
That's enough. I got like 5 more minutes with y'all, but I'm going to tell you, another thing that you got to realize, even with what you doing and all y'all doing, everything that we doing has been done before, even if it was back in Greek times or it was back in way before then. We not doing anything or creating anything that was never done. It's just in a different form of fashion. You know what I mean? People, me right now, I'm thinking of an idea, but it's a nigga down in Norfolk with the same idea, because it's whoever get to it first. We all got the same fucking ideas. I'm telling you, as creators, as artists, as humans, we think a lot. But it's not being a copycat. It's just that nigga made a plan before you because you was sitting on your ass. So a lot of people really be thinking about the same shit. Come on now. We in this one universe and we trying to figure out what's gonna work. So we like, shit, let's do that. But really, it's a nigga down the street that's doing the same thing that we doing right now. Somebody on live with 3 people. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. It's about who putting the work in and shit that they needed. That's it. Everybody got a chance out here. Nigga, like they always say, we got the same 24 hours. This shit that
Straight up.
Some people sit back in their job, unfortunately, is to be a hater. You have to embrace haters. Without haters, you wouldn't even fucking care. You got to embrace haters. The haters are the motivators, man. I'm trying to tell you, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Don't even get mad at them people no more. I told niggas like, I hear shit or whatever. And I just like, I'm not addressing that. You know what I mean? Like, you hear someone like, oh, this person was saying, oh, you da-da-da-da-da. And you just be like, why would I address you when I know that's not true? It's when you give people attention that you devalued yourself. Don't give them motherfuckers your attention. And don't even give them no attention because it's like, you bigger than that. So, keep doing what the fuck you doing, girl.
Ace, I'm about to exit you out because we about to close out.
You want 200 now, but next year you ain't gonna want 20, you want 400.
You heard me, Ace. I'm talking to Ace. I'm about to exit him out because we about to close out.
Okay.
All right.
Word. See you later, Ace.
But like she said, keep pushing, y'all. Like, I wanted to do this episode because Nelly is definitely one of them people that inspires me. Like, we done did business together. Y'all done seen me at some of her events and stuff like that. But just to see people like, you know what I'm saying, that you went to school with, that you played, you know what I'm saying, watch play basketball, you work with their mama, stuff like that. See them like really pushing towards something, and to know, you know what I'm saying, some of her backstory also is motivation, and knowing that, you know, it's really happening. Like, watch, like, you can't help but to be proud. And it's not just her brand I'm proud of. I'm proud of Unloved. I'm proud of Unique Fashions. I'm proud of Pure Pressure. I'm proud of, you know, it's a lot of brands and companies. I'm proud of Rame's. I'm proud. It's a lot of brands in the city. Heatherly Banks. Like, people are doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's possible. It's something that, you know, but you have to be ready for it, and you have to actually push through. You got to overcome this stuff. You can't let it take you down. You can't get stuck in the same mindset. You cannot become complacent or content with just enough, because enough is never enough, and that's just what it is.
It's never. Shout out to the whole Melrose team. You already know we got Mind Shop in there, we got Bacardi in there, we got Lonely Vibes in there, we got Dreamers of Four, we got Elwix that sell the candles. Doors always open. Y'all watching it live. Y'all trying to come in there, put it in there. The more people in there, the more people we'll have. The mall, Regency Mall, is probably about to be one of the biggest malls in the city. Not just because I'm there, but everything they do in apartments and stuff. Daycare is about to be running downstairs, be open in July. It's just so much stuff that the city need to know. It's actually 5 black-owned businesses in there. Y'all come in there. We got Miss G. She sell the dashiki. We got Sister Boutique. They got all the nightgowns and shit you need. We got the paint and sip owned by a black guy, Justin. That's my homeboy. You got Melrose, which is me with the merch. Then when you go to the other end, you got health and wellness, black owned. So the mall is just, for real, at this point, we taking over at Regency, and y'all gotta come in there and see it. It's more so actually coming in there. Then they got this dope ass taco spot. They about to open up the rooftop in 3 weeks. It's just crazy out there. So if you're looking for shoes, I don't even want to tell y'all, but you come to Foot Locker out there, they got every shoe y'all go chasing for. Y'all don't be thinking about Regency.
Y'all be sleeping. And Nelly told you first, because it's coming through. Y'all got to go check out her merch. Y'all got to check out the eyewear line. Y'all already know, like.
Yeah, make sure. Hey, look, man. I ain't playing. Like, these joints right here, man, you got to get your pair of these more fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, these got the brand on it. And just in general, just stop back. Come see Precious. She said she about to put that thing in there. I'm gonna put that joint in the window.
Yeah.
So y'all like back. My store got so much window display. I feel like art belongs there, and looking forward to it. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. No problem.
I don't really catch these. I don't catch no. I feel bad at night because when I leave, I just be coming home and just being in tune in here. But I can definitely tap in. That's not hard to tap in while I'm meditating. Goddamn it, just listen. I appreciate that. I'm proud of you. Like, keep doing what you do. I remember you even just saying little stuff, posting. I see everything, man, and I love it. I especially no shame to the guys, but when I see women doing shit, it just make me more happier because we always been second to the environment of everything that's going on. Whether you know what I mean, a power has always been downplayed, and women ain't going for that shit. We ain't being second to nobody.
And ain't
we ain't doing that shit. We got much education and more like than the men. Women are the reason.
We are the creators. We create.
Okay.
We are the creators. Straight up.
Women are the ones that setting this shit up for the men. If you meet a man that's successful and that's been with his woman for a long time, I know 9 times out of 10 he's gonna say, she was there for me, she told me, she gave me this advice. Women are fucking gods. Don't ever forget that. You a goddess.
Period.
Don't ever lose your value. Keep going up on them. You said, like I said, you said it's 200 right now. Next year is 400. Ho say he bought a painting 1 year. That shit was 500,000. Now it's worth 30 million. Like, come on.
And I be trying to tell people, like, it's a thing for me. Like, I refuse to give up. I refuse to fall back into that mind state that I used to be in where it was like, oh, okay, well, it's not that serious. Like, of course, everybody knows you're your biggest critic or whatever, but I'll never give up. I'll never denounce who I am. I'll never not say I'm that. And if you don't believe I'm that, that's your opinion. However, my opinion is this. I am really that. And you're going to have to come correct or not at all.
I'm that. And look, we ain't one of them. We came from the bottom to the top.
Facts.
Wish you success. I'm always open to be here with you, man. I got my mind, so that's a plus. I'm down for whatever. We got some shit going on at the mall that I'm gonna be in charge of and running it, so I'm definitely gonna tell you, like, we try to turn Regency up and do like small business Saturdays where people, we about to turn Regency up, and then it's like they had the news people behind you. It's just a blessing. It's everything gonna fall into place. You gotta just bring people along with the passion. Keep doing this, man. And I'm gonna have your ass on Tyson Tuesday.
I'm definitely in there. Yeah, I got a lot of that coming up too. Like, if y'all don't know, y'all can catch me on Fridays on CozaRadio.com. Also on Mondays on CozaRadio.com. The podcast go onto all streaming platforms on Fridays at 12 noon. It'll be if you want to watch the visuals, you know what I'm saying, you want to catch the entire vibe, then you got to go to YouTube, the Pure Pressure podcast channel. It's just Pure Pressure. Because it's not just going to be podcast stuff. I got other stuff that's going to be on there. I'm going to start doing vlogs and all types of stuff for y'all. I'm going to start doing painting vlogs. A lot of people been asking me about, like, the process of me doing paintings. Y'all want to see me do paintings. So I'm going to start doing those type of vlogs and stuff like that to get my art more out there because I got other stuff coming up too. But y'all definitely tap in. I appreciate all of y'all support. This is episode 15. I've been having fun with this thing, for real. I really have. But I'll be right back here next week, same place, same time. Thank you again, Nelly, for stopping through. Y'all go